Hey guys, so in today's video, I am super excited to share how to create these pretty and simple pride nails using dip powder and gel polish. So let's get right into the video. Alright, so I'm starting off with my clean and prep natural nails, and I'm going to go in with a thin layer of my Sparkle & Co. pH prep liquid, and this is going to dehydrate the nail surface and prep it for the dip application. Then I'm going to follow that with a thin layer of my Mani Boss Peel Base, and this is going to allow for a super easy pop-off removal of my dip powder manicure. So I'm just applying a nice thin layer of this to all of my nails, and then letting that dry completely before moving on. Then for my dip application, I'm going to be using my Dip Well liquid, specifically the base and activator, along with this tan dip powder from Azure, and this one is AZ047. It's a super light neutral color. So I'm going to do my normal dip application routine, which you guys have seen hundreds of times on my channel. So that includes applying a thin layer base to my entire nail, dipping into the powder and tapping off any excess. And I went in for a total of 3 coats for this specific shade. I probably could have done 2 coats if I really wanted to, but the nails were slightly thin and I wanted to build them up a little bit more. So I did go in with a 3rd coat, and I was super happy with the application and outcome. And I know that it is quite late in the month of June, but since it is Pride Month, I knew I had to show my support and do a Pride manicure, and I just want to say happy Pride to all of you who are involved in that community. I totally support you guys, and I had a really fun time doing this manicure, so I think these nails are really easy to create, and really anyone can do it if you just have a small brush and some different colored nail polishes. So anyway, as you guys can see in my video, I'm currently doing the 2nd coat now, and then I will be following that with a 3rd coat like I said. So since this is a pretty normal technique you guys can see on my channel quite a bit, I will let you guys watch and then I will come right back. Alright, so now that all of the colored powder is on, I'm going to clear encapsulate using Sparkle & Co. Crystal Clear, and this is just going to protect that color underneath from filing and make sure I don't remove any of that pigment. Now, since this is just a plain shade of dip powder, this step isn't really necessary. I personally just like to do it because it's a step I do in all of my dip manicures, and it's just a staple in my routine. But since you are using a just plain shade, you wouldn't necessarily need to use this technique if you didn't want to. But I am doing that here, and I'm just doing the same dip application technique as before. And now that all of the powder layers are complete, I'm going to activate using my Dip Well activator, and I applied 2 generous layers of this to all of my nails to fully harden the powder and make it ready for filing. And after letting the activator dry on my nails, I went ahead and filed off camera. And now I'm going to be sealing all of my nails in with the Nail Addict No Wipe Gel Top Coat. And this step is sort of optional at this point. I personally like to paint using gel polish over a dip manicure that has already had gel top coat applied. I find it's just easier for me, so that's why I'm doing this here. But if you didn't want to, you could totally wait and just do one top coat at the end after you have done the design. But for my personal preference, I'm applying a thin layer right here and then curing for 30 seconds once happy with the application. Alright, and here are all of the colors I selected to do the rainbow French. So this first one is called Electric Red from Nail Addict. It's a super beautiful bright red color. Here is this orange from Madame Glam called Single and Fabulous. It's just stunning. This yellow is from modelones called Exotic Birds. Here is makartt 3016, a really pretty green. And of course this beautiful blue called NSFW from Madame Glam as well. So on a dip container lid, I'm just taking out a little bit of each gel polish, and this is going to allow for easy access when I'm painting. And then I'm using a super small nail art brush I got from Live Love Polish. I don't think they offer this specific brush anymore, so I will try to find a dupe I can link in my description. But anyway, I'm just taking the first shade, in this case the orange since I did the red on my thumb, and I'm doing a super thin line on the side of my nail. And this is sort of like a vertical French manicure, I guess you could say, since it is sort of a French just on the side of the nail. It's the same technique that you would do to apply a French on the tip. And I'm just doing that with every single color and trying to keep my lines as straight as possible and fixing as necessary. And one thing I like about using gel polishes to do designs like this is if you take a small bit of acetone or even rubbing alcohol before curing, you can straighten up those lines and it won't wreck the base underneath. And I cured each color individually before applying my last layer of top coat right here, and this is just going to seal in that gel polish and make sure it doesn't peel off. So I'm just doing one more thin layer over my entire nail, wrapping the free edge and then curing for 30 seconds in an LED lamp. And once I fully cured the nails, I'm going to rehydrate my skin and nails using my Happy Cuticle Co. oil. And here is the finished manicure I was able to create using dip powder and gel polish for Pride. So I really love how these came out. They're so simple and easy to do, and they really get the beautiful rainbow message across. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a like and subscribe down below, and I will see you in the next one.